Hello ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to my Elite Dangerous TrackIR 5 kind of demo I've got going on here. This is my setup right here for playing Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous. I've got the Saytech X52 joystick throttle controls, and what I'm testing right now, if you see this little knob thing on my hat here, is the TrackIR 5. This is the hat-mounted one. There's another one that hooks onto your headset that uses IR lights. This here is the sensor, and I'll show all this a little bit later on in the video on how it works. But the idea, if you don't know what head tracking is it allows you to move your character's neck in-game, right? So I can move around, and I can actually move my character's head in-game and look around me. It's great for flight sims. I mean, when I did my pilot training, they had a flight sim where they used a full cockpit, right? So they surrounded you with monitors and screens. But this lets you to kind of have that feeling of being surrounded and being able to look around and look out your windows, but on just one monitor. You move your head a little bit and you'll be able to look out your left and right windows. In Elite Dangerous, you can actually look up and look down and forward. There's the three-dimensional part of it too. It keeps track of where you are. It's using IR lights that are bouncing off what's on my hat right here, so there's no batteries up here and bouncing back to the sensor. But let's go ahead and get into the basic combat tutorial, and I can show you guys what's up. So it doesn't respond very well to quick, jerky head movements. You want to be fluid and you want to be, nice and light head movements. It doesn't take much. There's our target right there. I'll go ahead and lock onto him. You can see I'm looking at him while moving my head a bit. Now, you can adjust the sensitivity. I actually turned mine down a little bit, so you may see me kind of craning my neck a bit more, but I like it a little bit more that way. I mean, that's just me. All right, so I have my lock. Let's accelerate. On solar flare will arm the weapons, and I'll show you guys how this works. But you can look all over the place. Like I can see one for one my controls. See me using the joystick and the throttle controls. I can look around. What I thought was really cool is when I first went to a menu, I leaned forward, and I didn't realize that it would actually lean my character's head forward, and then I can look down. So you can kind of all throughout the detailed environment of the cockpit, and I love it. Space sims, I mean, they're all about the immersive factor for me. They really are. While I speak, let's get caught up to this guy. Let's put a little power to engines and rush up to him. We'll just get a closer look at him. Now, this is a really easy tutorial. I just shoot him down real fast. But really, I just want to demo the head tracking. Like, look at that. I'm just looking a little bit to my right. No buttons to press. I mean, normally, with my control setup, I would use the, kind of like the D-pad on my joystick. I don't know what they call it. The thumb pad. But with the TrackIR, I just look. Look to the left, look to the right. And the way Elite Dangerous is designed, and it's perfectly designed for this, so I can look over and pull up my menus, and I can access my contacts. There's my one contact. Subsystems on him, let's say we'll target his drive. There we go. I look into the right here, I can see all my my fire groups, my modules, my cargo bay, and all that. Let's accelerate and catch back up to him. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? So we'll cycle through some subsystems here. Let's target his drive system. All right, we'll take him out, and then we'll get into an actual dogfight and see how well this works out. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go through what you actually get in the TrackIR 5 package, and you can see what you get for your money. So the game, the TrackIR, or it's the game, I'm not sure which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's the game that does it. But when you move your head to the center, it kind of locks it, so it takes a little bit of movement to break out of this kind of this lock. Let's put some power into weapons here. We're burning up all our capacitor energy on our pulse lasers. Come up behind you. So I'll look up here. Wow, he turned pretty quick. Look, he's way up there. There he is. There he is. Closing in on him. Start landing shots. Now, the pulse lasers, if you guys don't know, are great for taking out shields. A little weak on taking out engines, but you can take him down pretty easily. He's juking. He's juking. Nice and smooth. But the camera will lock in place, and I like it because when it locks into the center here, it keeps you from having to aim all over the place. It makes it so it's really easy to hit those targets at range. Even the menus are rendered in this game in 3D. They're holographic projections in the game itself. So I did give the TrackIR 5 a go with Star Citizen, and sadly right now where they're at with the build, it doesn't have native support for it. And the support that I did find where you can kind of hack it to get it to work with a few outside the game pieces of software, the game has the gimbal mounted weapons, so it makes it really difficult to use, but I will do a review of Star Citizen's head tracking capabilities as soon as they're native to the game, they've been patched in. All right, so let's take a look at what you get with the TrackIR 5. Okay, so once you get everything out of the box, this is what you'll see if you bought the Pro bundle. The TrackIR 5 Pro bundle comes with the Track Clip Pro, which is the thing on the left-hand side. But in the box, you get this magnetic mount that sits on top of your monitor, which I'm holding here. This magnetically holds the sensor, which is what gets everything working. This actually emits the IR and senses it when it bounces off the hat bit, which is the piece in the center here. You just clip this on the brim of any normal baseball cap. Now, if you wear a headset and you don't like wearing a ball cap, or maybe you have a lot of light in the room that you're recording in, I didn't have any issues with the reflective ones, but this is the Track Clip Pro, and this actually emits light for the sensor to pick up. So you'll probably have a bit more sensitivity with that, though, to be honest, the reflector itself worked just fine for me. It wasn't an issue at all. So setting it up is really easy. You just download the software right off their website, plug in the USB, hook it up to the top of your monitor, hook it up on your hat, and you're good to go. Run the software when you want to play your game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming space sim goodness, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.